basement, me, my pen and my pad. Started thinking about things I never had. Was broke as a joke, ain't never laughed.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Phillips OPA. Michigan, we did it. Connor, shout out to you, my brother. Hopping on and off, different teams, bandwagons, really sealed the superstitious win for us tonight. Shout out to you, my man. I want to start off by saying Dan Hurley is a dog. Jersey guy. That's really all you need to know. Dan Hurley, dog, mad respect. Terrace Reed, Mullins, guy shout out to play, but they got into foul trouble. Mara, really good job. Getting those guys into foul trouble. Cadeau, really nice. Driving the lane tonight. Yaxel played 35 minutes. Just crazy scenes. No, I was not at the game. A lot of people were asking, "Yo, you at the game right now?" I was like, "Nah." Partially because I'm broke. Partially because I'm not been going through some stuff, so we're not really wasn't really in the mood to I mean really with me, every time it's a big game, like a team I'm invested in, I can't watch it with people. It's pretty rare that I will watch it with people. Like the last time I did that was Eagles Super Bowl. But just I can't watch with people because people are gonna be talking as loud. I'm concentrating on the game. I don't need to hear anyone. Um so yeah, I'm not even at the stuff going on right now. Just probably point 0.2 miles away from me. I'm not even at all that stuff. Shout out to the guys, man. My classmate, Trey McKenney, he's pretty good at basketball. Morris Johnson, shout out to you, brother. And all the guys, man. Yaxel, Elliott, Jersey guys. They did it tonight. But yeah, once again, just shout out Dan Hurley, man. This was the game that, people thought Arizona was going. Me, bro, I did not like Arizona all season. That's partially because I'm biased. I don't really watch a lot of Big 12 basketball, especially when their games are on at 10 o'clock Eastern. So I'm naturally not gonna watch a lot of Arizona basketball. But what Michigan did to them, and people were like, they're gonna do the same thing to UConn. Bro, any Dan Hurley led team, it's not going down like that. Solo ball, Braylon Mullins, really nice threes close to the end of the game. Caravan, he just didn't have it, man. Just that last shot fell short. But hey, Yaxel, that's what we love about today's current athletes. Some of them, when Yaxel said in the game after in the post game after Arizona, when Yaxel Lenneberg said, "I'd rather if I'm not playing, I'm dead." That's the only way I'm not playing. If I'm dead, if I literally can't walk. That's what you love to see. That's what you love to hear. Championship. Leave it all on the floor. Shout out Will Trevor as well, man. One of the ultimate juice guy of this team. But hey, Yaxel, hey, it's the box score merchants will come at Yaxel and be like, you would have been better off not playing. Yaxel was all around force today defensively. As we said, the first time he came out was 8 minutes to go in the game. Yaxel, he did it all today, put the team on his back, and hey, second time since 1989, man. National champions. Now let's talk about kind of a main point here. This is the best Michigan team. Jalen Rose said it. If this team won the championship, Jalen Rose said, this is the best Michigan team of all time. The amount of records broken, the amount of players with individual accolades, team accolades, coaching accolades. This is the best Michigan team. Most 40-point wins in Big Ten history, NCAA history. Most blocks in a season. Adai Mara, DPOY, Morris Johnson, a candidate. All defensive team. Yaxel, defensive team. Got guys up for six-man. Roddy Gale. Dusty May, coaching of the year convos. This is the best Michigan team, national champions, Big Ten regular season champions. That Auburn game in like the fourth game of the season told me everything I needed to know. Um, that whole player festival told me everything I needed to know about this Michigan team, and they just kept going, kept plowing through everyone on their schedule. Now they're here. Now look at them. Um, hey, they did it. Like a lot of people after the Duke game were saying, I don't know, Michigan, like they can be had. And hey, bro, they were shooting like 1 for 14 at some point from three. They were up by 7 at that point in the game. Still somehow, I mean, hey, I think they ended the game like 22 for 23 from the free throw line, so that really made it up. And that was their issue earlier in the season. That's how they lost to Wisconsin. Well, really, they lost to Wisconsin, leaving tall Europeans wide open on the 3-point line. That's really how they lost to Wisconsin. But another reason was Namari Burnett and Daimara not hitting free throws. Morris Johnson not hitting free throws consistently. Trey McKinney and Will Cheddar were the only consistent free throw shooters. Yax was missing a couple, but then really after that Wisconsin game, that's when it started to click. Now we saw I was there. I was at every home game except for the two over winter break. That was like McNeese and USC, and then Penn State was that third game over the break. And then I was there for at Maryland. I was at Ohio State. Was there for Nebraska. Was there for Michigan State at home. Was there for first 2 rounds of March Madness. So hey, I saw. I'm proud to say that I saw a good 60-something% of this Michigan team. Um, bro, people were always the ones that were talking about. Oh, I'm gonna sell my ticket, dog. Like, did you not understand? This is the best Michigan team in like 35 years. The best Michigan team you will ever see at the school. And y'all are talking about, selling tickets, and we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. It was just surreal, man. Just a surreal moment. So it's a surreal time right now. Hopefully, the football team can pick it back up. Men's lacrosse, back-to-back Big Ten champions in recent years. Women's lacrosse is doing some things. Women's basketball, just pray they don't run into an SEC team and they'll be fine. Gymnastics, over the weekend at LSU, NCAA tournament, doing some nice stuff. Softball, baseball, they're there. But just a really exciting time, man. Michigan sports right now. Very exciting time. Men's basketball champions. Once again, shout out Dan Hurley, man. Um, I'm never gonna hate Dan Hurley. As a media member, I am never going to hate. And Bert, this is gonna be the last thing we'll say. As a media member, I'm never going to hate Dan Hurley. Jersey guy, hard nose, passionate coaching. For all the people that are saying, "Oh, he's an actor," "Oh, he doesn't do anything," he hates the media. Okay, bro, the questions that will be asked to Dan Hurley are actually dumb questions. As a reporter, I'm like, yeah, that was a dumb. What did you expect them to do? I was at March Madness a couple weeks ago. I saw a reporter ask Dusty May the dumbest 45-second long question ever. And Dusty May was scratching his head like, what is this dude asking? Like, what are you trying to get? So yeah, like Dan Hurley, sorry, doesn't do the BS. Dan Hurley's straight shooter, hard nose, and guys like him and Matt Cronin low key need more of that. Dusty May, to an extent, you need more of those guys. Yeah, if you can't take hard coaching, then maybe it's not for you. I'm sorry, like that's just how it is. If you can't take harsh criticism, that's just not for you. But shout out Dan Hurley. Like this team, if Dan Hurley was not the coach, they're not making it this far. Duke was more talented. Yes, it took, a fatal IQ error that, a guy in Caden Boozer doesn't normally make. Once again, I think Darren Harris should have been on the floor, not him. But it happens, and Braden Mullins took the shot. He made the shot. Hey, win some, you lose some. This is March. UConn, how are they going to retool? Michigan, you got Cadeau probably coming back next year. You got Trey coming back next year. You got the 5-star coming in next year. And then you got LJ's going to sit it out. Probably LJ's going to go to the draft. Will Trey go to the draft after next year? We don't know. But you could have potentially, a lot of guard plays. You got Ricky LeBird also coming out. I don't know if he's gonna pause. Got Ricky LeBird coming out of his red shirt. Hopefully next year get some minutes. So it's gonna be a really interesting guard room, and obviously we might do a little bit of more preview as that goes on. But instant reaction: Michigan beats UConn 69-63. First champion since 1989, second national championship of all time. One of the best basketball teams I've ever seen, college or NBA. To be there in person for, like I said, over half of their games, and a lot of them for free, front row. So that's why this is the best school, man. Yeah, like every school has their issues, but this is why Michigan is the best school, because you're not getting opportunities like this, man. Getting to talk to Trey after the game, getting to go in the locker room after the game. I'm just some random 18-year-old man in the locker room trying to talk to Trey. LJ's blasting a speaker like 2 feet from me. Hey man, this life. Um, but hey man, it's your boy Flea Talk Fan. Always keep it stacked. Always keep it a buck. Go blue. We are